I was watching Katie's video the other day from Luster Lux, and she went to Sephora and picked up a new concealer that her subscribers had recommended to her. And while I was at the mall yesterday, I kind of trickled into Sephora to check it out as well, and just to see how wide their color range was. This particular concealer is from the actual Sephora collection, and it's called the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. It comes in 20 different shades and retails for $14 US, and there's 0.14 ounces of product. Details about this product I'm actually going to read from the Sephora website. This concealer is a lightweight gel serum concealer featuring brightening properties and a unique applicator that's perfect for the sensitive under eye area. Ideal for under eye use, this gel serum concealer with 21% pigment is feather light, never settles into fine lines. It is infused with pineapple ceramide, which helps to improve skin texture and promote brightness. The formula is buildable in color and coverage without adding texture due to the high level of pigments. The unique dome applicator acts like a cotton swab to provide the perfect amount of product every time. It's dip, dot, and blend. As far as packaging, it's pretty basic, just a clear tube with the product so you can see what the color looks like with a black tube and their kind of name across the top. It does come with a small doe foot applicator. I picked up a medium color with a yellow undertone called Palmier, which is in the number 8. Here's a swatch of number 8 Palmier next to what it looks like when it's in the actual tube. It looks more yellow on my hand than it does in the tube. I'll be highlighting under both of my eyes, but I'll only be setting the left side of my face with a setting powder. Today I'm going to be using Coty's Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent Extra Coverage. For the right side, I'm not going to use any powder just to see if it does fall into any fine lines or creases because I'm getting a little bit older, so some creasing may happen. So it is really lightweight, nothing heavy. I just don't like how many times I have to kind of go back into it. I guess the dotting method is better than when I normally just kind of swipe it. This applicator is a little weird to me. Oh, I look crazy. Because normally when I use concealer, I'll either put it on my hand if it's coming into a tube and I'll kind of block out the whole area. Concealers that have a large doe foot applicator, I'm used to being able to drag the product out, not having to dot it on. So this is a little bit different for me. But it's blending out really nicely. I'm just using a damp beauty blender to blend everything out. It definitely brightened up the area. I got some dots on my eye. Let me blend that out. It's so lightweight, guys. And I really like how pigmented it is. And it blends so well. Feeling it so far. Go ahead and do the other side. Let me go ahead and set this side. Just gonna let that sit for a while. I changed my mind. I'm gonna set my right eye because I do have to go out and I don't want to look crazy. I'm going to set the side with the banana powder from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I am going to hit my lid just because I like that area to be bright. My eyelids crease a lot, so that'll give us kind of like a good area to see if it creases or not. So while the side bakes, I'm just going to whack on some mascara and do a little bit of bronzing and contouring just to kind of balance everything out. For my bronzing today, I'll be using bronze from MAC, contouring with Java and Fawn from my contour kit. And for mascara, I'm going to check out this little Velvet Noir Major Value Mascara from Marc Jacobs. I think it's set quite nice. Nothing's really creasing or kind of sitting in any particular fine line or crease. So I'll check back with you guys in a few hours to see if anything's changed and give you my final. It's been about 2.5 to 3 hours later since I first applied everything. I have oily combo skin and I get oily in my T-zone. Sometimes it is really difficult for me to find a concealer that will stay and won't kind of slide everywhere, fall in the cracks, all that good stuff. It still feels pretty nice on my skin, like it doesn't feel like the oil seep through. On the left side, I do notice a little bit of the concealer going into some of the fine lines underneath my eyes, and I ended up setting this side with the Coty Airspun setting powder. On my right side, where I used the banana powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills, there's this one little bit where I can see the concealer definitely fell into the crease of it. You can see it wearing off right underneath my eye. My lids look fine though. None of the concealer has worn off from my eyelids. If it's only been about 2.5 to 3 hours and it has fallen into some of my fine lines underneath my eyes, I can only imagine on an average 6 to 8 hour day wearing makeup, if you're wearing it through a normal work day, it will probably end up falling into those fine lines or creasing up a little bit on you. For only $14.99, I think it's a pretty good concealer. It's very lightweight, very easy to use, and it blends really well. I did build a little bit underneath my eyes when I realized that the dotting technique worked more than swiping. And I don't think it looks cakey. At least to me, it doesn't look cakey. I have a love-hate relationship with the applicator. I do like how the dotting technique works. I guess I'm so used to a bigger doe foot applicator so I can just swipe everything over my face. But sometimes I get a little heavy-handed and maybe I'm dragging off foundation. So I do think it was smart to keep the doe foot applicator a little bit more cotton swab-like, compact, and so that you use a kind of stippling dotting motion opposed to a big swipe. The only con I really have is that it claims that it doesn't fall into fine lines. However, it did fall into some fine lines that I have under my eyes. But that is my personal opinion. I think you guys should try it. Just because I have fine lines under my eyes, I have a little bit of wrinklage going on, I do have bags. So any concealer, whether it be drugstore or it be high-end, it always falls into those lines, whether it's 2 hours from me wearing concealer or it could be, you know, me wearing the concealer for 8 hours. I've used the Maybelline Fit Me concealer and that falls into the creases eventually. The LA Girl concealer that eventually falls into my creases. The Tarte Amazonian Clay one, the Naked Urban Decay one, that falls into my creases as well. But all of them, including this one from Sephora, they fall into the creases eventually. It creases right away. And it doesn't look bad. I can use my finger, kind of blend it out, and you won't even notice it anymore. I don't think it's noticeable, but then again, like, I'm not looking at my face all day. People are looking at me. But I kind of feel like if someone's in your face that zoomed in, first of all, personal space, they need to back up. It's a good product. I'll definitely purchase this again. I do like it. The formula is great. The pigmentation is great. I love how easy it is to blend out. I really enjoy this product. If you guys have tried the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer out from Sephora, leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts, your first impressions, how long you've been using it, if this is something that you already heard of. This is nothing new to you. I'd love to know your thoughts, and I'm sure it will help others out who may watch this video in the future. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and I'll catch you in my next one.